Greetings, this is Daniel Kremer for Trailers from Hell. Now, what would you say if I told you that there was a radically experimental, almost avant-garde feature that was most unusually edited, and it also happens to star Orson Welles, Jack Nicholson, Tuesday Weld, and Gwen Wells, who I think most people know from Nashville and Altman's California Split. My reaction personally upon hearing that is the early 70s was a pretty incredible, magical time for American cinema because you would never be able to make a film like that today unless it were funded privately. But in this case, we had a major Hollywood studio backing it. It was Columbia Pictures under the aegis of BBS Productions, the legendary BBS Productions they were behind Five Easy Pieces and Easy Rider and a bunch of other counterculture hits at the time. So, from 1971, the debut feature of Henry Jaglom, A Safe Place.
Close your eyes. Close your eyes.
The New York Film Festival premiere of A Safe Place is the source of many wild stories, and the film itself is at the center of many fascinating stories that Jaglom still tells. Being friendly with him myself, I've heard him tell them firsthand. The reaction was so divided at the festival that shouting matches broke out, nearly leading to a physical altercation. Henry remembers, one critic said it was like I threw the pieces of film up in the air and they landed at random in a mixmaster. Even today, many are still put off by its editorial quirks, but it's a film about what you might call the elusiveness of time, and the edit is attempting something quite radical, something more in line with the European art cinema and the Nouvelle Vague movements that were brewing and swirling on the international film scene at the time. A Safe Place started as a play that Jaglom wrote in the Actors Studio, where Karen Black played the Tuesday Weld part and Jaglom himself played the Nicholson role. The Orson Welles part, an enigmatic, storytelling, so-called lapsed wonder rabbi, was written especially for the film version. Jaglom first appeared at Welles's doorstep, quite literally I might add, on the recommendation of Peter Bogdanovich, to appeal to the master to star in Henry's debut film. It was only when Jaglom assured him he could play a magician and do magic tricks on camera that Welles accepted the role. Nicholson, on the other hand, was starting to command more premium salaries, but agreed to do the film for his old friend Henry in exchange for a new color television set. Good to have friends. Jaglom was of course offered to direct his debut film after assisting on the edit of Easy Rider, which was also a BBS production and of course turned out to be a raging success that changed the industry forever. Of all the films that BBS produced, A Safe Place probably saw the most meager box office returns, and it's clear from this trailer that BBS's umbrella studio Columbia didn't know how to market it. But it was Anais Nin who wrote a laudatory essay about the film titled In Favor of the Sensitive Man, and it was because of that essay and Nin's support on screening circuits that audiences of women began seeing and connecting with the film, and women continue to constitute much of Jaglom's audience today, because many of his subsequent films explicitly essay the inner lives of women. He has said that the character in the film is 1/3 Karen Black, 1/3 Tuesday Weld, 1/3 himself. It's an extremely, even bracingly personal work, and as such, it remains quite divisive. But even if the description here turns you off, I recommend at least attempting the experience. You'll never see anything else quite like it.